Welcome to Big Business with Sarah, the show for experienced entrepreneurs who want to grow their impact and income through value-based outputs. Are you a freelancer or a small business owner with 10 to 20 years of work experience? And is it finally time for you to reap the fruits of your labor and to recreate the business you will love? My name is Sarah Berkenkamp, and I'm helping you every Thursday to take your dream business closer to reality. Do not forget to subscribe to my show and catch every episode. Welcome to episode 16 of Big Business with Sarah. Thank you so much for listening. And if you're liking this show, please do comment, rate, share. And I'm very much looking forward to reading all of that. And do share on Instagram. You can tag me on Sarah Big Business. Today we're going to talk about how to recreate or create your offer without losing your quality or your clients. And I've created a free download for you, and it's called How to Create Your Quality Offer. And it's all about really, for instance, if you're a freelancer, you don't want to sell your time anymore, and you want to create some sort of online offer, then this is for you. Or if you already have an offer online and you want to change it because you think, you've grown, you want to do something different, then also this is for you. As you may know, I went from interim manager and I pivoted to business coach. And to me, quality is really my asset number one. I really want to assure quality. That's what I offered my clients when I was working for larger companies. And now I'm doing it for entrepreneurs. And quality is really very important to me. And I want to tell you that today, the mastermind of Big Business is opening its doors. It's, as I'm recording this is 2 weeks before opening the doors. It's already filled for 20%, and I think once you're listening to this, it will be filled by about 40%. So please join me. You can find the link in the description on how to apply and everything. And you can always send me a DM on Instagram at Sarah Big Business to ask if this is something for you, because I'm very much looking forward to helping you. And what we're discussing today is typically something that I can help you with in the mastermind. So how did I recreate my offer? It was about 1.5 years ago when I thought, you know what, I'm working so hard and every time it feels like I'm starting over. So with new clients, it's always starting from zero and really trying to get used to each other and really getting to know each other and really understanding what we're all about, what they want, what I want for them, how I can help them. And I was thinking, why am I always doing this? Why am I always repeating this? And I saw people not selling their time, but their knowledge. And I thought, I want that too. So I invested in my skills, specifically my digital skills, and also my sales skills, different kinds of strategy. I was already very good at strategy, but specifically for scaling my own business, because it's very easy to think about someone else's business, but really work on my own business. Automations, and for that I worked with different coaches. Some helped me very well with sales, some helped me very well with creating my offer. So all different people helped me do that. So that's my first advice to you. I would very much advise you to work and get help. You don't have to do this alone. Of course, you can listen to my podcast. It's all for free. And I'm glad to share it with you. But if you really want to step it up, then I advise you to invest, because you will probably, receive the investment right back, because you're learning so much and it's giving you so much space to learn new things even more. So it's really something that I'm noticing myself. So because I'm in a learning attitude, I am open to learn more, and that is making me more attractive for my clients. So the second thing that I noticed, of course, when I was from interim manager to a business coach, was that my target group, my client group, was completely different. So I went from larger companies to entrepreneurs, and to to bridge that gap from going to bigger clients to smaller clients, you need to have a big financial buffer, because obviously when you're working with 50K, 70K, 100K clients, it's going to be much different when you're working with, for instance, 2K to 5K clients like I'm doing now. It was my goal to work with, it is still my goal to work with 100 clients this year. Currently, I'm at 15, so I'm getting there. But before last year, I was working with 7 clients each year. So I'm very glad that I already doubled my clients' number. But now I have to find ways to scale even more. So in order to do that, I created a financial buffer for myself. So I was sure that I could, still pay the house that you're seeing here on YouTube, paying my food and everything, going on holidays. So really don't, be smart about this. And I'm making also a very realistic sales plan. I'm going to talk about that in one of the next episodes, but also on how to work on your sales. You can go back to the previous episode, episode 15, and that's all about sales. So please have a look at that as well. Have a listen to that as well, because that will help you too. So because you're changing your clients, or maybe you are niching down on your clients, you need to create some sort of buffer so that you're sure that you can make it. And I want to emphasize this because not many business coaches are telling you this, and I am. So I'm very, very honest about this, that if you can't make that money yet, please wait a while to do that. Prepare already, or have something else, have maybe another assignment or another client groups that you're still working for, so that there's still money coming in. Because most businesses fail, obviously, when there's not enough money coming in, and when they are not liquid enough. So this is happening in all sorts, with freelancers, but this also happens a lot with larger companies. So please be wise about that. And so that's my second tip. And so the third thing that I want to know, it's not really a tip, but it's just something that I wanted to share with you, is that I was very afraid of losing the quality, because I am offering also an online offer. I wanted to create something that is standing for the quality that I normally bring when I'm working the hours. And actually, I'm very proud to say that the retention rate in my clients is 100%. So once people buy something from me, they come back time and time again. And why is that? Because obviously they like to work with me, but also my offer allows for that. So it's possible for them to take that next step. Too often I see people offering something and then they're saying, okay, thank you, goodbye. Thank you for working with me, but it ends here. And how do I create that? That is because I am listening to what my clients need, and I want you to do that too. So listen to what your clients want, and create that offer for them. I mean, even if it's just one client that wants it, maybe there's more, maybe there were people, warm leads waiting for you to drop that sort of program or that offer that you're still waiting on. So please do that. And also, if you're noticing, I wanted to share also with you on the part that I'm offering an online offer, is because I wanted to scale. I need to scale, because if I want to have 100 clients, then I need to scale. But the parts that I'm offering online, I really want to present it in a way that it benefits my clients. So it's really helping them, because if I would explain everything I believe in, everything I want to pass on, if I explain that every time, they have to pay for it. So for instance, if someone is paying me per hour, that's much, much more expensive than going, for instance, in my mastermind or in my private coaching package. So I am really showing them, okay, you know what? I'm having this online course. I know that many people think that the market is saturated. I don't believe it is. You just have to be original. But, I really want to present it that way. And I strongly believe in that I didn't just, start an online course just because I wanted to have an online course. No, I wanted to do this because it benefits my clients, and that's where I always start. So with that quality, so that's my third advice and something that I strongly believe in. I really want to offer that quality. I really want to help people. I don't want to, of course, I want to make money, but that's not my first reason to do all of this. No, I really want to help people get further. And if you have that mindset of helping people, that will really help you gain or keep that quality that you have in mind. So I want to do, for the fourth advice I want to give you is, what is holding you back? I want to give you a journaling exercise. So for instance, you are thinking, oh, I should really recreate my offer. For instance, I like what Sarah is having, or I like what that person is having, or I really wish I could really narrow down my target group because I don't want to work with a certain group anymore. And I want to ask you to journal on this today. What is holding you back? So if you're thinking, you know what, I'm a freelancer, it's all fine. I can work for 3 clients a year. It's enough. I want to raise my rates, but I'm not really sure how. But I will listen to the podcast episode from Sarah on pricing so I can raise my rates. But that's it. I don't want to do anything more. That's fine, but you're listening to this episode, so I believe that you want to recreate your offer. Write down what is holding you back now. And what's keeping you from changing your offer or changing what you're standing for? And I want you to think big on this. So I want you to think of the reasons that you're writing down. I want you to find the evidence for that. So for instance, if you're saying, I just want to stay a freelancer because it's going well this way, and that's the evidence. I'm making enough money. People like me. I'm afraid I'm losing my quality. I'm afraid I'm losing my clients. I'm afraid I won't find, for instance, my new clients. This was something, for instance, that I was afraid of. I was afraid of not finding clients, but actually, it's really all working out for me. But you have to. I really trusted my gut in this, but that's not a good business advice, but I did. But the funny thing is that the people that I'm working with now, I've known them already for a while, and I never expected them to become my clients, for instance. So collect that evidence, and I would like you to write all of that down and then find a way on how to to collect new evidence that evidence is not true. So maybe have a more open view. You know what? This is the reason that I should actually change it. This is the reason why I should recreate my offer. And this is the reason why I can actually give more quality to people, and also keep my clients, or at least maybe talk to a group of clients that is so much more interesting to me, and I can help them so much better than I'm helping my current clients, for instance. And then after that journaling exercise, and that's the 5th step we're going to talk about today, is I want you to write down 3 big steps that you have to take to recreate your offer. And this could be, big steps could be, for instance, just writing out an outline of your offer. Just writing it down, and that could be one step. The second step could be writing who is your new ideal client. Writing down how much hours you want to spend on this for a week. Writing down maybe your financial buffer, how much you need and how much time you think you need. Writing a list of 100 leads that you can work with and that you want to, work with in your lead tracker the upcoming months. And just writing down those 3 big steps. This is different for everyone. Writing down in your calendar, for instance, the first week you're going to work on the first big step, and you're going to take 2 hours for that, and just really writing out, for instance, that offer. Then the second week you're going to keep, block 2 hours for that and do the second step, and then third. Just having those 2 hours a week will probably really help you already realize that you can actually recreate your offer. And write it down in your calendar. And I really would love for you to get back to me and how that's going for you. So I'm just going to summarize real quickly on how to recreate your offer. I told you that my first step was invest in my skills, automations, working with different coaches. You can do this all by yourself, but you can also get help. The second one is creating that new clients group can leave your business a little bit slow because you are rebuilding again. So please be sure to have a financial buffer. The third part that I talked about was about quality and client retention, and really thinking on how it benefits your clients, what you're doing. The fourth thing that I wanted to talk to you is what is holding you back, and journal on that. Collect new evidence on why it's not true what you're writing down. And the fifth step that you're going to take is writing down those 3 big steps that you have to take and plan them in your calendar and work on them. So there is 2 ways actually. So you can do this by yourself, of course, but there's also 2 ways to work with me currently. So I'm offering a 3-week intensive. This is a very interesting pressure cooker. I'm getting a lot of results, lovely client results actually from that. Already a couple of people did this 3 weeks intensive, and I'm always thinking, I should follow my own 3-week intensive. And it's just 3 coaching calls, daily Voxer access, that's a walkie-talkie app, to me, and just really talking about how to change, one part in your business. So for instance, your offer or your ideal client or your social media strategy or whatever helps to grow your business. And the second way to work with me is to apply for the mastermind in big business. So a mastermind is really a group of 10 people who are very much into changing their business and really making it work for them. And we are going to talk in that group, and you can also add a VIP package to it. So you also have private access to me. And before I'm ending this episode, I want to share a quote with you. It's from J-Lo, and she says, "I had found that taking risks, being true to myself, and making decisions with good intentions, I can exceed even my own expectations." And I thought it was such a lovely quote to end with, because, all those stars that I'm always quoting, for instance, Beyonce, J-Lo, but also Michelle Obama, she's a star too, Oprah. Those people all took risks, and I'm very glad that they put themselves out there, because else it would be quite a boring world, actually, I believe. So please do take that risk. You have something to offer to the world. Think big. And I would love to welcome you to my 3-week intensive or my mastermind. If you have any questions about that, please do send me a message on Instagram at SarahBigBusiness. And I want to thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.